spent my Monday was I woke up, we had a preview day. So I represented both sorority and softball at this event, which explains the sweatshirt and the t-shirt. And then I also picked up my graduation cap and gown. The best mood whenever it's sunny outside and it's kind of warm. Like, it's pretty perfect. It's not too warm and it's not too cold. I am just in the best mood, and it's the first day of the week. Oh gosh, I mean, we had Monday off because of President's Day, but it's been a pretty dang good Tuesday. Lessons were so good. Like, it's behavior is the only problem. The lessons were presented good, and I was looking at their work, and they get it. They're getting it. So I went over phonics, reading, and science today. And for phonics, we did word cards where they matched beginning, middle, and ending sounds and blends. I also wrote a visual on the board for them to see. Like, I wrote jumping as ing, and I asked them, can you read that? And of course they were like, no. And then I rewrote it underneath the correct form of jumping. And so then I picked apart the pieces, like, oh, we know that this is oh, we know that this is a beginning sound, j. And then I covered up the rest of the word, and I was like, what is this ending blend? And then they said ing, so they got it. For reading, we looked to understand what words mean, and by doing that, we talked about using our pictures as clues for those words, and then using the words around that word to understand what the word means. We talked about the different strategies we've already talked about in the past of sliding the finger and sounding out the word, and then I let them partner up and do this too. That way they could see each other's view, and if one of them got it, then the other one who didn't really get it could see a way to do it. And then after we did that part, we added to the anchor chart the new strategy that I went over today. And then that's basically what we did for reading. And then for science, we're still on the birds, beaks, and babies. And we did the matching game again as a refresher. And then we went to our workbooks. They had to draw a picture of an adult animal and a baby animal. And I was supposed to be able to see the differences between the two. And then another portion of it, they had to, sorry, this is all kinds of bumpy, but it's the best time to record for me. So it's just on my way back to campus. And so the writing portion, they had to write the differences and similarities that they see between animal babies and adults. And they did really good on it. I was honestly impressed with how they did. That's the gist of what I taught today. If you want me to go more in depth, I definitely can. But just to simplify it in the time frame that I have, that's what I did today. And it was the first day that I didn't get a little bit worried or stressed about timing of everything. It was spot on. We even had extra time, and so I let them watch a video at the end of the comparison because I didn't want to start on the next lesson or anything like that because I knew I wasn't going to have time for that. But with a video, I could always stop it, and then if we have free time the next time, I'm going to show them the video again And it just has to do with the differences and similarities, just the same things about what we've been talking about. So it goes along perfectly with the lesson, and the kids really like it. So like after having them actually do work and do the writing and things in that sense, I had them watch the video, and then after the video, I asked them the question of, where do the animals live? What did you notice about where they lived? Because we were talking about the word environment and how it's similar to habitats, but it's just another word for it. And so we talked about what kind of environments the animals lived in the video. And then we also talked about, or I had them turn to their partners to talk about the differences and similarities that they saw in the animals in the video. So they got to turn it. Someone please count up how many times I said baby and adult animals within this one little clip. Someone, please count it up for me and leave a comment below. Talk to their partners and move around a little bit. So I can't complain at all about how today went. It actually went really good. The kids are just kids, and so there were behavior things along throughout the day, but they did a really good job with the work, and I was very happy with them, and I let them know that at bathroom break how proud I was of how well they did during the lessons. And so I'm gonna gain math too here soon. I don't know, I'm debating on it because I want to go ahead and start on it. So it's either gonna be probably, I don't know, it's probably gonna be next week whenever I start it. So I'll keep doing phonics, reading, and science, and doing the transitions, because I almost have the full day. I'm almost doing it all, just not quite yet, because I'll still have to gain math and writing. Those are the only two things left that I have to include. But I mean, I'm doing the morning signatures and the attendance straight into phonics and reading, taking them to specials, taking them to lunch, to and from, and bathroom breaks. So I mean, I'm starting to get to where I'm almost at full day, so I'm pretty excited about it. I know I'm gonna be so tired, but I'm still excited about it just because I need it. I need the practice, so I'm pumped. And I'm happy that it's sunny today, just like my soul. I don't know. I'm not wrong. There was a guy beside me that saw me do that. I mean, you saw me too, but it's just funny because in real time, like, the dude just saw me do the random thing. Oh, gosh. But no, it's a good day. I think all I have left to do today is I might work out. It depends on how much time I have after I get back, and then I go to work from 7 to 9, and that's my day. I left exactly 10 minutes later, and I am stuck in traffic. That's my luck. My friend got me this mug. It says, "Today's goal, keep the tiny humans alive." So my fan's on in the background, but I wanted to give a little bit of context for the day. I didn't film anything this day, but basically what happened was I went to the school like normal, and then I presented my reading lesson and got evaluated for the second time. I have to do 4 total by the end of this semester, and I scored all 4s, which is the highest that you can get for teaching. And we talked about everything that I did good, the things that changed from the first observation to the second observation. And we talked about anything that I could have done differently, and then how could I have made it even better than I did. But everything went so well.
And I think all the difference was that I'm more comfortable in the classroom. I know my kids. I pretty much know my teacher's standards of things. And I've stuck to the routine. And I've showed the kids that just because I'm not their teacher doesn't mean they can't treat me differently than their actual teacher. And I think they're finally grasping that. But it went very good. And basically that's all I did that day, was just get evaluated. And I didn't have to work. And so I literally just sat in my dorm room, prepped for the next day, and then binge watched New Girl. Because I love New Girl. Thursday, I actually didn't have that much time to recap anything, and I didn't think to because nothing much happened at all that day. What I can say is that phonics lesson was really rough because the kids were just not wanting to focus. A kid farted, and we all know how that goes. And they just weren't paying attention. But then after phonics, everything was fine. Reading went amazing, and they were very engaged in the lesson. And then for science, they were excited because we played the matching game again as a review and went over things that we had talked about. So they did great the rest of the day, and everything went fine. It was just phonics was a little rough for our class today. So that's basically all that happened because, again, I binge watched New Girl because I didn't work. By the way, I've also already seen New Girl. I'm just rewatching it because I feel very relatable to Jess in her awkwardness and weirdness. That's all I'll say about that. I'm so tired. It is so cold. I got in my car this morning and it was like instantly you can see my breath. I was like, oh my gosh. And like on my window you can see the snowflakes, which is kind of cool, but I could do without the cold in the morning. Like, watch, look at this. Like, look how beautiful that is. Like, what the heck? That's a real thing. They're so freaking detailed. Stop right here for a second and say that all of my kids are released for pictures and videos. I could show their faces if I wanted to, but part of me just doesn't want to do that, and so I just wanted to include this small clip of my kids doing a really good job using their iPads. They were reading the book of their choice with a partner, and one partner records the other partner while they read, and then they were playing it back and then trying to pick out pieces that they were doing good and things that they could work on. And they did amazing with this, and they really enjoyed it too. Film an outro for anything because Friday was just incredible and I left it at that, but I just wanted to hop in here one last time before it ends and say that I hope you had an amazing week. I hope this upcoming week is amazing too. Please like and subscribe, And we'll catch you next Sunday. Thanks for bonding with me.
Isn't the solution.